What's good, everybody? It's the Dime with Josh and Kwab. We would appreciate it if you clicked the subscribe button, if you put notifications on, as we are a growing NBA YouTube channel. We will dissect almost everything about the playoffs. We make no guarantees, but you know
You
what?
make no
It's going to be a
guarantees.
freaking good time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Enjoy the episode. All right, let's move on to the Western Conference, starting with the Nuggets and Lakers. Kwab, is there any indication that this year will be different than last year?
No. Uh, no. Okay,
No,
okay,
why
good.
would there be?
Okay, okay. I feel like, hey, we're gonna have our predictions at the end of the segment,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think the Lakers will get swept this uh this time around, but the Nuggets are just hard to beat, like, and
Yeah.
just not by the late. They're just are. They have the perfect starting five. They're consistent. Jokic is incredible. Like, I don't know. I don't see a way that the Lakers can beat them 4 games. I don't know. It's a like, again, it's a possibility, but I don't think it's happening. I don't know.
So
I
if
don't
if
see
I
it.
were to ask you, Quab, if I were to ask,
Mhm.
sorry to cut you off, if I were to ask
Yeah,
you, in order for the Lakers to beat the Nuggets, blank has to happen. What would blank be?
I got you. I got you. Exactly what happened. This is what have to happen. Michael Porter Jr.'s brother would have to implicate Jokic in the gambling ring that happened just previously. Jokic gets suspended
Okay.
for the playoffs. No
Okay.
Jokic. So
Right.
yeah. So now it's a easy going. That's how I feel like that's the easy. So please send in your reports if you guys have it. I know Lakers. I've seen a bunch of fake like stuff about, oh man, people putting that. I think that's the only way. I don't. Apart from that, I don't know. It's not really a good matchup for the Lakers. I
Yeah.
saw some people make the suggestion that because there's no Bruce Brown this year, uh,
Oh,
that means
please.
that D'Angelo Russell should have a better series because he doesn't have Bruce Brown hounding him. Sure, you can go with that verse if you want. I'm not going to go with that. Going to go with those bars. I just feel like it's a tough matchup for the Lakers. Um, Even if they go with the game plan they've been going the past previous times when they play him, when they put Rui on Jokic and have AD kind of just hounding
That was
around.
supposed to change after game one. That was supposed to change the whole series, and
Yeah,
they
I'm
didn't win
saying,
a single game after that.
and all that aside, like you can the crazy thing about it, you could play the most perfect defense
Yeah.
on Jokic and the Nuggets, and Jokic will look you dead in the eye, put the ball behind his head, splash 3, or like the couple games I was watching all the time when they play the Lakers, Jokic really literally dribbled the ball and he threw it off the backboard, and Aaron Gordon came out of nowhere and dunked it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's a set play." I I don't you in order for the Lakers to win, I feel like they need a consistent AD
Yes.
and like a consistent healthy AD. They need LeBron at 50 still being LeBron, still putting up
Bro,
these numbers.
LeBron's been insane, like, in the
Insane.
second, like, absolutely, like,
It
just
makes no
like,
it makes no sense.
I've run out of stuff. I know people get sick about, people talking about LeBron and how good he is, but it just has to be said how insane his second half of the year has been. I think he's averaging 20, like 26, 10, and 8. Like, that's off the top of my head in the last, like, 30 or something games, like something insane. I helped produce a show called Hoops Tonight. Shout out to Jason Timpf. If you guys are basketball fans, that's a fantastic podcast to listen to. I'm not just saying 'cause I'm a part of it, but he gives like film breakdowns and everything. So I'm getting that stat off the top of my head from that show. Might be a little off, but the general vibe of that is that. And man, like he's just he for me, the way I look at this series, I think this series is going 6. Last year they got swept.
Mm.
The Lakers are a better three-point shooter team this year. Once Darvin Ham decided to play the right people. It's a whole nother story. So they're a better three-point shooting team. They do well in the paint. Now, I think some of this is going to be negated because Jokic just owns Anthony Davis, and I'm comfortable saying that based off how Jokic played last year against Anthony Davis and how Anthony Davis played against Jokic last year. So I think a lot of those points in the paint stats are not going to be as prevalent as they have been for the Lakers this year, but they are a better team this year. To me, the X factor is D'Angelo Russell. He was awful last year. I think Bruce Brown being gone doesn't mean that he's going to have a good series, but I do think in order for the Lakers to win, 2 things has to happen. Jokic has to die, and D'Angelo Russell has to have a good series, and I think it's very I think it's
That took me a hot second to catch.
I
Wait
think
a
it's
second.
possible. Let me
That's
cook,
not
let me
funny.
cook.
I shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny, bro. You can't make that joke. That's not funny, bro. You got
I'm just saying, like,
oh my gosh,
I'm
bro.
just
That's
saying,
not funny.
I think Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell have to have a combined great series, and I mean great series.
Great series,
And
yes.
D'Lo has shown, like, he can get hot. D'Lo can win you a game.
D'Lo
D'Lo
can
himself
definitely
can
win
win.
you. D'Lo can
He
win
can
you a
also
game for
lose you a
sure.
game. He can also lose
But
you a game, but he can win
but
you a
he was
game as
like
well.
but even the playing game against the Pelicans, you could tell he was on one when the game started. Like he was talking,
Yeah,
hitting shots. Like
yeah.
they
So,
need that
like,
aggressive. They need that, and they need something from the bench. They need so
right,
like if it's Gabe
yeah,
Vincent to revert back to his Miami days,
right.
Spencer to revert back to like when he was good on the Mavs.
Yeah.
Just something like Torian
But
Prince
what
to
you
be
said
the Torian Prince to
yeah.
be whoever Darvin Ham thinks he is. Like just that. Like they need something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and to your point too, I think AD has to be AD. You know,
yep.
I don't think he can body Jokic down low like he bodies other people. He's gonna have to rely on and this goes back to Jason Timpf again. I mean, he said it and I agree with this, so I'm just repeating it. But it goes back to floaters in the lane. You know, it goes back to like these short roll pull-ups that he's gonna have to hit this series. He just is. He's gonna have to be the Anthony Davis that I thought he was when they won the championship their first year, what I thought he was when he got traded to the Lakers. He's gonna have to be that Anthony Davis. Without that Anthony Davis, for like what we're saying
It
doesn't
doesn't
even
matter.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
D'Lo
Yeah.
going on doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So Anthony Davis to me is probably the most important Laker outside of LeBron in this series, and I think he's gonna play okay, but I do think the Nuggets are the Nuggets. They're the better team. I think the Lakers do get a game in Denver, and they get a game in LA. I'm gonna say the Lakers in 6, and I think that's probably
You
as
mean
much as you can give them.
The Nuggets in 6. You
Sorry,
said
sorry, sorry. The Nuggets, yes. My God, please don't clip that. The Nuggets in 6. I'm gonna go with the Nuggets in 6. And
yeah,
what do you have, Quab?
same. I think I have the same Nuggets in 6. I also we've talked about all these players. We haven't even mentioned Jamal Murray. Like the Lakers got killed by Jamal Murray
Yeah,
last year, and he's still with the way when him and Jokic played a two-man game with the handoffs, it's impossible to guard. Like I don't know who's gonna end up matching.
yeah.
Maybe it's Reeves. I don't know, but it's just it's a tough matchup for the Lakers. So I
It's a
have the
tough
Nuggets in
match for
6.
anybody. Like you
Yeah,
said,
for
they're the
any
perfect starting
fact.
lineup.
Yep,
They're
facts.
the perfect starting lineup. Whatever you want, I got it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We got the best corner shooter in the league, and Michael Porter Jr., KCP is also 3-and-D, Aaron Gordon rolling through. Like, it's just, and they all share the basketball. It's like,
Just
it's not a knock on
works.
the Lakers. The Nuggets are just the best team in the league. That's it. It is what it is. So there ain't no shame in it.